right, if you missed everything that happened during today's session, do not worry. We're getting you caught up on the only stocks you need to know about today. Take a look. The market now up 126 points. Bad economic news lending a helping hand as investors assume the Fed will just keep the money printing going for the foreseeable future.
Good news or bad news is good news, Trish.
Bad news is good news, exactly. Up 127. Quite a comeback there late in the session. All right, it's time for our top 10. Number 10 is Zynga. Zynga not doing so well, down about 11%. Trading was temporarily halted today after the company announced substantial cost reduction plans. This includes cutting 520 employees and closing offices in New York and Los Angeles.
Let's talk about Bristol-Myers, up 3% today. The company's melanoma drug is considered well in the lead of other pharmaceutical drugs in its class. The news is coming out of ASCO, a major industry conference, wrapping up in its 4th day.
Number 8 is Cracker Barrel. We were just talking about this one. It's up 7% after reporting third quarter profit rose 30%. Higher prices on the menus helping lift sales, also higher traffic. Cracker Barrel also boosted its full year forecast and announced plans for a healthier menu to be released in August.
Number 7, F5 Networks. Shares down about 5%. Morgan Stanley cutting its rating on the computer networking company from overweight to equal weight. The analyst cites a saturated product market for the downgrade. F5 Networks is down 20% so far this year.
And Heinz shares up a fraction today. The company receiving all regulatory approvals it will need to be acquired by an investment consortium of Berkshire Hathaway and 3G Capital out of Brazil. The parties expect the deal to close on or around June 7th.
Yum Brands is rallying. It's up nearly 2%. The company says its China growth potential is, quote, undiminished as the avian flu subsides. Yum also plans to open at least 700 new stores in the country this year. Remember, guys, not only the avian flu, but also some concerns about its poultry suppliers had pushed down the sales there, and Yum engaged in a big PR effort in China to try and get itself back on track.
Well, it certainly needs to do that. Recall last week we were joined by Ian Bremmer, founder of the Eurasia Institute, who said that it's quite possible China's effectively using this as a lever to keep KFC from expanding further. They want to see their own homegrown Chinese companies
do well. KFC fighting back there. Yum certainly fighting back. 700 new stores they're opening in China. All right, number 4 is Microsoft, up about 2%. The company is cutting the price of its Windows software for small tablets, according to people with knowledge of the matter. Microsoft is trying to convince more manufacturers to adopt Windows RT, a lighter version of its flagship software for tablets.
And Rio Tinto, up nearly 4% today. Here's why: the world's largest supplier of natural colored diamonds seeking an IPO for its gem unit, according to a person familiar with the matter. The move comes after Rio Tinto failed to find a buyer.
At number 2, we've got Amazon. It's down about 1%. Workers in Germany will consider extending their strike to span several days after Amazon's local management refused to negotiate higher pay for those workers. Union leaders say workers at the German operations receive less than their peers in the online retail industry.
Okay, we're coming up here on our number 1 stock of the day. We actually have 2. Ford and GM, both automakers, are up after seeing sales for their pickups grow. Ford says that May U.S. sales rose 14%, led by strong sales of the F-Series pickup truck. And GM's monthly sales, they were up 3%, led by the Chevrolet Silverado pickup. So a lot of truck buying.
A lot of truck buying. And by the way, Trish, Ford has a new pickup in the works, which will have electric motors on each of the 4 wheels, so up to 30 miles an hour, powered on electricity. That's a big deal.